Today we're diving into a product that's quickly become a staple in my travel routine. I'm talking about the Carnivore Bar. Now, if you're like me and you follow an animal-based or meat-leaning or even a carnivore diet, finding convenient, clean snacks can be a challenge, especially when you're on the go. You don't want to compromise your health and comfort, and that's where the Carnivore Bar comes in. So in this video, I'll share my personal experience, breakdown of the nutritional profile, and discuss why these bars might just be the perfect travel snack for you. Now let's start with my personal experience. As someone who travels a lot, both for pleasure as well as work, finding snacks that align with my dietary preferences is crucial. And in the past, we've relied a lot on beef sticks and jerky and, other beef type of snacks. But the problem is they often contain spices and extra ingredients like garlic or onion powder that can cause digestive issues. Now, I'm pretty sensitive to the spices, and I know many of you might be too. And that's why I love the Carnivore Bar. It's a cleaner alternative that doesn't compromise on taste or nutrition. And there are different flavors available, but the salted and honey salted flavors are my favorite. They are rich and savory with a hint of sweetness in the honey salted version that makes it really enjoyable. However, when I shared these bars with my kids, they weren't exactly fans. And I think it's because they are not used to the granola bar-like texture, since they never really had granola bars before. But hey, more for me, right? Now, as far as traveling is concerned, traveling in itself can be stressful. And stress can exacerbate or trigger digestive issues. I've certainly noticed it in the past where, I travel under a lot of stress, and even the tiniest ingredient that I might be fine with at home, triggers me, and I feel like, bloating or whatever the case might be, not great in my stomach. And that's where having a reliable, clean snack like the Carnivore Bar is such a game changer. You can toss in a few in your bag and have peace of mind knowing that you won't have to deal with unexpected digestive troubles on your trip. As far as flavors and options are concerned, the Carnivore Bar is available in a couple of different flavors. Again, I prefer the salted and honey salted, but they're also available completely unsalted, so as plain as it can be, with honey and without salt. There are different zesty garlic and barbecue, and there are different versions available depending on what your preferences are. Again, I very much prefer the salted one and the honey salted one, because honey is something that we consume quite a bit here at the Kummer household. We are beekeepers, we have our own bees, so we are fans of honey. But even just the plain salted one is absolutely delicious and my favorite. Now, if you're new to the Carnivore Bar and just can't decide which flavor to try first, the company actually offers a sample pack that includes all the different flavors, and that's a great way to find out what your personal favorite might be without committing to a full box of the flavor. Now let's talk about macronutrients. The good thing is with Carnivore Bar, you get over 400 calories, depending on the flavor, 400 to 420 or so, which is fantastic for a single serving. I mean, it can literally replace a meal, and if you're super hungry, you toss in two and you get 800 calories worth of meat and fat. That's incredible. And so with each serving, each bar, you get about 20 grams of protein and 35 grams of fat, and that keeps you really satiated for hours. I really like that. So whether you're hiking, traveling, or just need a quick lunch, this bar covers all the bases, and I really like that. I typically don't replace a full meal with those bars, and I try to eat fresh food whenever possible, especially when I'm at home. But sometimes, I'm working out in the yard, I burn more calories than usual, and I just have a quick bar, to refuel me and keep going. And that's great value for what the bar offers, and obviously for traveling then as well. Now, as far as the pricing is concerned, it's not an inexpensive snack, I have to admit. At $14 to $16 per bar, they're not exactly inexpensive. However, if you purchase in bulk, you can bring the price down once you've figured out which flavor you might like best. They are shelf stable, so they're not gonna go bad anytime soon. It's also a great, emergency food to have in your pantry, in case whatever happens next and, they're out of eggs at the grocery store again or out of meat. In addition to that, in addition to buying in bulk, you can use code Michael Kummer to get an additional 10% off. And you can even subscribe to get the product delivered every 30 days or so. If you don't want to buy in bulk, or if you want to buy, the 50 bar ammo can, and then have it delivered every, 6 months or so, that's also a great way. And you can stack my code with a subscription to further reduce the price, and that definitely puts the price per bar in a very reasonable territory and definitely worth, what you're getting. So why, choose the Carnivore Bar? Well, several options. Number one is clean ingredients. No spices or additives, at least not in the flavors that I pick, but you can get some that have spices, if that's your cup of tea. But if you go with the plain versions, there is virtually zero chance to trigger any digestive issues. It's literally just beef tallow and salt if you want to. It's super convenient, perfect for on-the-go snacking, especially if you're traveling or hiking. High nutritional value, high in calories, high in protein, high in fat, making it a solid meal replacement if needed. And from a sustainability perspective, these bars are made from regeneratively raised cattle, and that aligns with a more environmentally friendly approach to meat consumption. I really like that as well. In a nutshell, the Carnivore Bar is an excellent choice for anyone looking for a high-fat, carnivore-friendly snack. If you're more on the animal-based side like I am, you can get them with honey or maybe with some of the other spices if you like. But from a pure carnivore perspective, it's one of the few meat snacks that is 100% carnivore compatible without any plant-based ingredients. I really like that. There's no compromise in product quality. It's an excellent travel companion. Whether you're sensitive to spices like me or just want a clean, nutritious snack, this bar is definitely worth trying. And don't forget to use my code Michael Kummer for 10% off. And consider subscribing to save even more. Now let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Have you tried the Carnivore Bar? Do you like it? How do you feel about the texture, the granola bar-like texture, and the fat, the tallow in it? I really like it. My kids, not so much. So let me know what you think. And let me know what your favorite flavor is. Thanks for watching, and I hope I'll see you in the next video.